Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. Today we're going to look at the short section of comedian Jim Gaffigan. Gaffigan is one of the most successful national comedians with 1.01 million subscribers on YouTube and 1.6 thousand videos. If you trust vidIQ's numbers, it says he's making 6.8 thousand a month off of this YouTube channel, which amounts to about $81,000. It says he uploads about 2 videos per week, and his long-form videos do quite well. He has 54 videos that have reached over 1 million views. The most popular of those videos is Mr. Universe. You see it there on screen. McDonald's, something to do with McDonald's. Got 14 years ago he posted that, and it got 9 million views. His second most watched long-form video is 4 minutes and 38 seconds long. It's the Hot Pockets bit from his comedy special Beyond the Pale. It got 8.4 million views and has been posted for 16 years. It gets an average of 15 views per hour. But of course, you guys came here to watch his top 10 shorts. You guys see that on the screen right there. He has 4 shorts that have over 1 million views. But we're going to start at number 10. That's right, starting at 10 and working our way to the number 1 short. His 10th most watched short is titled Irish Dryers Get No Love. It got 676,000 views. Let's take a look.
I loved Ireland. I spent 2 weeks there. One of the weeks I was in Donegal, which is a county in the northwestern part of the Republic, and I noticed something. Everyone in Donegal has a washer and dryer, but nobody uses their dryer. They're like, that won't be necessary. We'll just hang that out to dry. And I was kind of skeptical, but I was staying with friends, and they offered to do my laundry, so they took my clothes, and they washed it, and they hung it out to dry. And I was kind of impressed, because after only 3 days, my clothes were still wet. Because what they've yet to realize is it rains every day in Donegal. It's like living in a shower. But my friend, she was so proud of the line dry. She goes, isn't that just better? Doesn't that smell glorious? Meanwhile, I'm holding a wet t-shirt. Yeah, this is great. I can just pretend I got off a log ride.
Number 9 with 721,000 views is a video short titled You're My Aunt.
We lost my aunt several years ago, and eventually someone else was assigned her phone number, and we know that because my aunt was part of our family text chain. And at one point, a random guy chimed in kind of annoyed. Why am I part of this text chain? So I responded the only way I could. I said, because you're my aunt and we love you. And he was like, bro, I'm not your aunt. And I was like, you haven't changed a bit. What a character, right?
At number 8 with 727,000 views is a video short titled Global Warming.
I don't know much about global warming, but I do know they stopped debating it. 5 years ago, there was always a guy on TV like, there's no proof the earth is warming. And now that same guy's like, well, what are you going to do? Wait, what? The people that live on the coastline should sell their homes. To who? We'll figure it out later on. Something's happening. In 20 years, what are we going to tell our children and grandchildren? Because they're going to ask us. They're going to come to us. They're going to be like, did you know about global warming? And we're going to be like, I heard about it. It was more of a rumor back then, really. Did you protest like that Greta lady? Kinda. Yeah, there was a pandemic. We didn't really do groups. I brought my own cup to Starbucks.
At number 7 is a video short that got 753,000 views titled The Dead Poets Society Explained.
Still getting used to having teenagers. Recently, my 17-year-old daughter told me that she wants to be an actor, which is so crazy, because when I was that age, that movie, The Dead Poets Society, came out, which is an amazing movie with Robin Williams, where he plays this teacher who inspires these students to seize the day, right? And one of the students wants to be an actor. And he joins the play and he invites his dad to see the play. And after the play, he tells his dad that he wants to be an actor. And the dad's like, "You're not going to be an actor. That's stupid. That's a waste of time and money." And the kid's so distraught, he kills himself. And then the teacher gets fired and all the kids stand on desks. Anyway, it's a great movie. Now that I'm the parent of a teenager, I realize that Dad in the Dead Poets Society was right. I'm kidding. I know the point of the movie is don't be a teacher.
At number 6, with 781,000 views, is a video short titled, "You Like Lakes?"
As a kid, I used to imagine people were tricked to move to the Midwest. They were on the East Coast in a covered wagon 200 years ago. Someone was like, whoa, where are you going? Oh, we're going out west. We're going to go out west. West, huh? Have you thought of the Midwest? Midwest, yeah, it's like the West, but it's closer. Tell you what, do you like amber waves of grain? No, I have celiac disease. Well, how about lakes? Everyone likes lakes. Lakes in the Midwest are good. In fact, they're great lakes. One of them's Superior. I'm not going there. But I do love the Midwest. Every Christmas, I go to Milwaukee. I love telling my friends in California that I go to Wisconsin in December. They're like, "Oh, no. Don't go there." Like, that's where my wife's family's from. You should get a new wife.
At number 5, with 875,000 views, is a video short titled "Trash de Blanc."
Recently, my 9-year-old came up and asked me, he goes, "Hey, Dad, what is white trash?" And I was like, "Well, why do you want to know?" And he goes, "Well, Mom said your family's white trash." Well, she's not lying. But he really wanted to know. He's like, "What is white trash? What is it?" And I was like, "Well, it's a problematic term, but essentially it means you have relatives that call cheddar cheese fancy cheese." Someone wants fancy cheese on their burger. Coming right up, Your Highness. Looks like we got an imported beer drinker amongst us.
All right, we've made it to the top 4 Jim Gaffigan shorts. At number 4, with 1.1 million views, is a video short titled "Nobody Thinks They Are Old."
Because nobody thinks of themselves as old. The reality of your age just occasionally slaps you across the face. I did this benefit for a hospital. It was a fancy event. When I showed up, the woman running the event was like, "Oh my gosh, we went to the same college." She was younger, but we talked and we realized we hung out at the same places. And then at the end of the event, I was leaving and she ran up. She was like, "I need to know what year you graduated college." And I was like, 1988. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the year I was born." Right across the face. I didn't even know what to say. I was like, "That's the year I was born too." She just looked at me like, "That's not funny." And then I got in my car and stuffed food in my mouth until I stopped feeling anything.
At number 3, with 1.3 million views, is a video short titled "I've Seen Horses with Better Shoes Than Me."
We give horses shoes. I don't even know if horses need shoes. You never see a horse in the wild walking around like, "Ow, ow. Wish I had some damn shoes." We give horses shoes that are metal. Metal? That's worse than Crocs. That must be hard to shop for, right? Do you have anything in metal, but not a slip-on? Something I could nail to my foot. That's what we do. We nail it to their foot. And when we're not doing that, we're literally tossing the horseshoe around as a game. The horse must be like, "What the hell are you doing with my shoes?" Probably looks like we're taunting the horse. "Hey, horse, why don't you come and get your shoes?"
Go and grab it all you can because you don't have hands. A horseshoe, a symbol of luck for everyone but the horse.
At number 2 with 2.4 million views is a video short titled, Remember When Moms Actually Looked Like Moms?
My parents had 6 kids, but it was easier back then because they didn't care. 6 wasn't even that big. We lived across from a family that had 13 kids. 13. You never even saw the mother. Occasionally there'd be a shadow in a window. She was like Boo Radley. We weren't sure she even existed. Eventually I met the mother of 13, and she was a sweet woman who obviously hadn't slept in 40 years. But she looked like a mom, because moms used to look like moms. Now moms look like yoga teachers. Moms look like yoga teachers, and dads look like yoga teacher stalkers.
And finally, we've made it to number 1. The number 1 short on Jim Gaffigan's page here got 7.1 million views. It's titled, Are You Addicted to Mayonnaise?
When you don't drink, people always need to know why, too. They're like, you don't drink? Why? This never happens with anything else. You don't use mayonnaise? Why? Are you addicted to mayonnaise? Is it okay if I use mayonnaise?
All right, there you have it, the top 10 shorts on Jim Gaffigan's YouTube channel. If you guys enjoyed those shorts, please take a second and go subscribe to Jim's channel. And if you really enjoyed this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well. There I am, 2.54 thousand subscribers and 9.7 thousand videos. We got plenty more videos like this one, taking a look at the short section of some of your favorite comedians. So go on up there, watch a few videos, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this one.